Hello everybody, Toastbomb here. Tons of new Halo 4 information just released, so make sure to watch the whole video because you're not going to want to miss any of it. Alright, so yeah, let's check out the first screenshot, okay? Let's have some guys, playing Halo 4, nothing big. Wait a second, what is that? What is that? Whoa. Whoa. What is that? Oh my god, it is! Holy crap! That's Halo 3. That's Valhalla. That must be the map remake that they were talking about. If you don't know, a little while ago, Frankie announced that there will be a map that is quite large that will be a remake in Halo 4. And they weren't specific on what the actual map was going to be, but they said that it was going to be one that would cause the least controversy possible. A lot of people thought it was going to be Wetworks from Halo 2, but it turns out it is Valhalla. So let's take a look at a few other screenshots from this new map. Gosh dang it, guy, you make a better door than a window. Come on, move out of the way. We're taking screenshots here. Unfortunately, in this screenshot, we only get to see a little sliver of the map, and this is where I assume to be that far side of the map where it's like open and grassy and the turret spawns over there on those rocks. And I'm assuming the rock that he's about to run into is that one that's like right before you go into the water under the rocky archway thing. I'm assuming that, but it doesn't really give us much. Let's go on to the next screenshot. Now here we get a little clearer picture of what the map looks like. We get to see the downed pelican that's always on the one side, and then over to the right, that would be where some of those caves are for one of the teams. And then over to the left, we see something new. We see something new there. That's a new vehicle exoskeleton thingy called the Mantis. It has rockets, it's got machine guns, it's got armor, it's got power shields, it's awesome, it's just exploding everything. But the thing I find interesting is that this thing isn't just in the campaign, apparently it's in the multiplayer. Is this going to be like a vehicle that spawns that you can run around with? That would be pretty cool if you could have some like mech on mech action, some Transformer shit going on there. That would be pretty sweet. And boom, here we go, new map time. Yep, a new map just got announced. It is called Complex. It seems to be a fairly large map from what I can tell that will have a lot of indoor and outdoor environments. Possibly pretty good for Dominion. Just saying. You can see the tracks, the little dirt tracks on the ground for vehicles, so that leads me to believe it's probably going to be a slightly vehicle-oriented map, or at least support vehicles. Also, that thing over to the left in the screenshot you're looking at now kind of looks like a garage, so maybe that kind of goes underground and that'll connect to the middle indoor building, because that would be pretty awesome. I mean, that'd be pretty neato. And here's a picture of that indoor building. Seems like maybe it's not the biggest. It's not going to be a huge, big open room, at least in the middle. If anything, it'll be a lot of tiny, more compact corridors on the inside there. And maybe that ramp right over to the right of the plasma pistol, maybe that's the ramp from the garage that we were just talking about. Who knows? All I know is that this map looks awesome, and I'm really digging the just mixture of environments of the maps. We've seen quite a few maps at this point, and none of them look similar at all. They have a ton of variety to them, and they're all very colorful in their own unique fashion. And then to the next screenshot. Whoa, whoa, ugh, what is that? What am I looking at there? That is disgusting. Ugh, ugh, gross. Well, that's the new game type they're coming out with. It is their replacement for the infection game type. It is called Flood. And when you're actually a zombie, you look like this gross, mutilated Spartan. Personally, I think they kind of look like Reavers from the Firefly series, if Reavers had sort of spacesuit-esque things on. But I think that's mainly just because of the gross, jaggedy teeth that they have. Blech, it's gross. And then here's a screenshot of someone actually playing the Flood game type. Now, apparently I was wrong because I thought the difference between the Infection game type and the Flood game type was going to be that, like, the Flood game type, maybe you wouldn't have a weapon, so you wouldn't be able to lunge like you would be in Infection, so it made it a little harder for the zombies, and then instead of being one-shots like in the Brains mode, maybe they could have shields to kind of balance that out. Something like that. But it turns out I was wrong. They have energy swords, but they're these funky, really gross, organic-looking swords that remind me of the Zerg design from StarCraft 2. That really organic-y, gross, just infectious looking sort of design. And then in this screenshot we can see a zombie picking out his loadout. Looks like he has a couple different options. One of them appears to be the active camouflage, Promethean vision, and then thruster pack. And then for our last screenshot, or more like just picture, I guess, we see 2 discs. Now, most people thought for the limited edition when they saw the picture of 2 discs that it was just some sort of extra content that was on a separate disc, because, I mean, that's how it usually works. But in a recent interview with Frankie, he said that the game, 1, runs in native 720p resolution, which is good. If you don't understand resolution, it's okay. It just means the game will look better. And then that the game is split up into 2 discs. So it's not just extra content, it actually is split into 2 discs. I'm assuming that it's just going to be split into, like, the multiplayer / Spartan Ops and disc, and then, like, the campaign disc. That sort of thing. Because I really hope it's not the campaign disc, because if you get to the 4th mission and it says, please insert disc 2, it kind of breaks up the flow of the game, and, you know, there would also obviously be complications between you losing your party members if you had to switch discs, so I don't think that makes sense. Probably just going to be split up between multiplayer stuff and single player stuff. And then for the last little itty bitty piece of news, Frankie said that they are 100% done with Halo 4. They have sent it off to certification. If you don't know what certification is, it's a process where you send the game that you make to Microsoft for them to place test it for bugs and stuff like that, just to make sure that they're not shipping a really terrible, completely broken game that makes the Microsoft name look bad. So they're sending it off to that. Obviously, it's going to get certified, but they got to do it anyways because every game has to do it. So it'll get sent to certification after a few weeks, maybe get certified, and then they'll start printing those copies and sending them out. Because, I mean, this game seriously is like right around the corner. It's only, like, what, 45 days out or something? That's crazy! It's so close. But that'll do it for this video. If you like the video, you can leave a like or a comment, or you could subscribe, because I post new Halo videos every single day. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.